Okay, so we have a few options here. Let's go over the sleeve. So this is a sleeve style silicone case. These were really popular in the early 2000s because we didn't understand how to bloody make cases. I must say, these are by far the most secure. In a drop, this is the best. There's no question. However, what I find is dirt and grime typically gets stuck under the rubber and it actually causes scratches. That could be an issue with 3D printing, but I don't know. Definitely a good option. That's pretty much my only gripe. And also installing them sucks, but only on the silicone ones. If it's 3D printed with a well-designed top, that would not be an issue. Accessory compatibility is an issue with these. And yeah. So think of this as the most restrictive but most secure. Definitely a good option. Next, we have just the regular iPod sock. This is another sleeve with no access. So if you want to change your music, you have to pull it out or feel your way through the buttons, and there's no scrolling unless you take it out. This is one of the most restrictive when it comes to just pocketability, because you have to pull it out of your pocket and slide it out the thing. But you can still use an iGriffin. You could not use an iGriffin here. Do I have an iGriffin? Here we go. So this is the iGriffin. I don't have the mini version, but it does not fit on the silicone case. Yeah, it does not fit. However, on a sleeve like this would not be particularly 3D printable. We can just install it, and we have the iGriffin, the iTrip, that's it. Okay, so not quite as restrictive in some ways, more restrictive in others because you don't have the access to the front, and you're limited to the materials you can use because you can't 3D print something like this where it just slides out in an easy way. The benefit of using fabric, obviously you can use different sized devices. And then here's the other two options. This is an iPod with no case. It is almost the same as an iPod Classic. And then we have this actually very, very stiff clear case. And this is what I was basing this design over. It's very rigid and it's very protective. In a drop, your screen is exposed. And then no case, because let's face it, no one likes having cases. Whenever somebody buys an Apple device, I find everybody says, wow, isn't this so thin? Let me chuck a huge case on it and make it not so thin. Like, it is quite staggering. So this is my personal favorite type of case, if I was forced to use one, but I typically don't use a case at all. And that's why I went in this direction. But sleeves, again, also very good. Way more, oh shit, way more protective than this kind of case. This way more protective, and it feels a lot more tactile. So you are aware you are using the case and you're going to interact with it more. So these are kind of just considerations to make